So this is probably going to be my largest pickup video and longest pickup video that I've ever done on this channel. So if you need to, go ahead, pause it, grab a drink, grab like something to eat, and just sit back and enjoy the video. I'm going to have things timestamped, so different sections, like if you want to just see VHSs or video game stuff, look in the description, click on the timestamp, that'll bring you to that section of video. Yeah, enough blabbling, I don't know if that's a word, rambling. Let's just get on with the pickup. So I'm going to start off with some DVDs and CDs. Didn't really get much because I've been slowly not buying DVDs because I have way too many. But starting off with Season 4 of TMNT. I got this at one of the Goodwills, still sealed, which is awesome. I think it was like $2. I saw it, I was like, yeah, I gotta get it. I wish I would have bought the Party Wagon DVD collection set, because that thing was sick. I could have. Like, when it first came out, I was like, oh, I should buy that. But then I was like, I don't know. And I never did. And I kind of regret it. But this one's pretty cool. So, went ahead, picked that up. Then I picked up NYPD Blue, Season 1. This show, I used to watch all the time. It's kind of like a CSI type show. It's just like one of those cop shows. It's really good though. Highly recommend if you have not seen it. Then a movie that I absolutely love and adore, SLC Punk, $2. I've never actually owned a legit DVD copy. Back in the day, my friend Charlie bird me a copy of SLC Punk, and that's the only way I could watch it. And it wasn't in the best quality, I'll just say that, but this movie is absolutely amazing. If you've never seen it, I recommend it. Then we got good old Bill Nye the Science Guy on Germs, which is pretty cool. I love me some Bill Nye. Then for some CDs, we have soundtrack for Pulp Fiction. All the CDs are 99 cents. So, and this is in pretty decent shape, so went ahead and picked that up. This one is really dirty feeling, but it's sealed. And that's Romeo and Juliet, the one with Leonardo DiCaprio. I actually kind of really like this movie. This was from Target. Well, I found it at Goodwill, but it came originally from Target. But yeah, I actually kind of enjoyed that movie. And then we have the soundtrack for Clueless, which has some really good songs. Clueless is great. I love Clueless. Then we have, this is actually really cool. It's from a Disney Channel original movie, Pixel Perfect. The case is pretty beat up. But again, $1, can't really beat that. Then we have good old Linkin Park. Put that back in. This album is fantastic. I absolutely love that album. Then we have Requiem for a Dream remixed. If you've never seen this movie, probably don't. It's very messed up. But the soundtrack is really good. And it will cause you, like, some anxiety. I saw this when I was a freshman in high school during film club. Probably not the best thing for, like, 14-year-olds, 15-year-olds to be watching. So, you know, Requiem for a Dream soundtrack. Pretty cool. Alright, on to some miscellaneous stuff. This is just, like, toys and stuff like that. But I saw this at Boys and Girls Club thrift store. I had to get it. It's this little Scar toy. I don't remember where it came from. Maybe like a Burger King or something. Yeah, Burger King. But I had this when I was a kid, and I used to play with it all the time. I used to play with this and my Dragon Ball Z toys all the time. So, as soon as I saw it, I was like, okay, yep, I'm getting it. $2. I gotta pick that up. Then this is actually really awesome. It ties in with the TMNT DVD. It's this metal sign that says Cowabunga. It's from 2015, but it has the, you know, cool OG artwork, the one that I personally prefer. I will say the 2003 show, that actually has some really cool artwork and animation, but this is just sick. So I might hang this above my door because that's where it kind of fits, but I might not. I don't know. It's just cool. I think I paid like $8 for this, which to me, kind of worth it. Last but not least in the miscellaneous section, is this N64 lunchbox cooler thing. It's just really dirty, has some rips at the bottom, but it's N64. If you guys know me, I love N64. How to get it? It was on eBay. I think I paid, I don't know, $5. This is also, I don't know if my camera will focus on it, a koozie brand. So this is legit. So besides it being dirty, a little beat up, it's in really good shape. Once I clean it, it'll look awesome. Next up, we have some board games. Now, I got this at OMG Thrift for $2, and that's How 90s Are You? So it's a little card game, which is pretty cool. It's a roll of dice to get a category, take a guess. Yeah. Music, film, politics. Who knows? Maybe I'll do a video on this. I think that might be kind of cool. Then we have Chronologically Junior. This was $2. OMG, not OMG, Boys and Girls Club. This came out in '96. It's another like trivia game. I love trivia, like Jeopardy and stuff like that. So that was really awesome. I saw this and I was like, okay, I have to get it. Even if I don't decide to keep it, I have a friend that I know she'll absolutely love this, and that is the Fib Finder. If you grew up during the 90s, early 2000s, you know exactly what this is. This is essentially like a lie detector game. It's just, I don't know. It's so much a product of its time.
Are you kidding? Of course I don't sleep with a stuffed animal. That's not what the Fib Finder says. It's Fib Finder, the game that tells all. Do you have a secret crush on someone? A crush? Me? No way. Let's ask the Fib Finder. Find out which friend might be telling the truth or a big fib. Fib Finder says you do have a crush on someone. On who? Your brother. You never know what you'll find out when you play Fib Finder. Fib Finder from Pressman.
I don't know. It's just kind of funny. And it looks cool. It's like this... It's going to be a little hard to see, but it's like this purple sparkly thing. This was $6. I was like, you know what? I'll pick it up. Next up, we have Buffy the Vampire board game. I'm not surprised that there's a board game with this. There's quite a few Nickelodeon shows, like Are You Afraid of the Dark? Figure It Out, that have board games. So basically, back in the day, there was a board game or a video game. With how popular Buffy the Vampire Slayer, the TV show was, I'm not surprised that there was a board game with it. This was $5. I saw it. I was like, okay, I gotta pick that up. Next, I got this for two reasons. One, as a VHS, and two, it's sealed. And that is Pyramid. It's a science toy. So on the back, it's gonna be a little hard to see. It has these wooden blocks where you can make and build a pyramid. And it also comes with a VHS, which is cool. This was $6, still sealed. It's from the producers of Nova, which I'm pretty sure they still make a whole bunch of stuff for like PBS. So I saw this sealed. I was like, yeah, I gotta get it. This is a game that I saw, and I was like, I gotta get it. And that is Harry Potter and Sorcerer's Stone trivia game. It's $2, Boys and Girls Club. And it's pretty awesome. So I didn't have this one. I had, it was like this weird science set. I remember having it. You can make things like you can eat and stuff, which I would love to find. But yeah, anything early Harry Potter's like this, I'd love. I have so much nostalgia for it. Even though I didn't really have this, it's just like the artwork. Because I was in 4th grade when I read Harry Potter, and it was just amazing. So I had to pick that up. So some things I don't typically pick up are puzzles. For one, they're puzzles. I don't really do them, and they could be missing pieces, especially if you get them used. But every once in a while, I'll come across some that I'm like, okay, I gotta buy that. Like, it might have been like last year or a couple months ago, I got the Shaq puzzles. I saw these, I was like, I gotta get it. And that is this Lion King puzzle. $2. And something, I'm not surprised, Home Improvement puzzle. This is only $1, which is pretty cool. I don't know if all the pieces are there, but it's home improvement. Real men don't need instructions. I don't know. I just thought it was kind of cool. Next up, we got some music. I did get some cassette tapes, which have been hit or miss. Like, I do look for them, but not every store that I go to now, or that I go to carries them now, which is kind of disappointing. But I got quite a few of these. Ally McBeal cassettes. So this is one. This is one. Good old Ally McBeal. I have another one. So I got 3 of these Ally McBeal cassettes, which I was like, okay, why not? Got an Then I got an NSYNC No Strings Attached, because why not? I am a Backstreet Boys fan, but I do like NSYNC. Then we got Miami Vice. So I do already have this one, but mine is not in the best shape. Doesn't really play that well. Certain songs are very garbled. But this one though works perfect. So these next 2 I picked up because they're soap opera related, which is something I know in the 90s. I mean, soap operas are still kind of popular. At least my stepmom still watches it, and my aunt still watches 1 or 2 of them. And these are just super nostalgic for me. Not these in particular, but the shows. General Hospital. I used to watch this all the time with my aunt. This is just music from it. I think it's... Yeah. Okay, yeah, this is like the soundtrack. It's from the late 90s. So I definitely would have been watching it around that time. And then this is With Love from the Soaps. So this has some of the soap opera people sing songs. So it has people from Days of Our Lives, Guiding Light, which we used to watch Guiding Light all the time. Me and my stepmom and my stepbrother. Young and the Restless, General Hospital, The Young and the Restless, Another World, never heard of, Bold and Beautiful, used to watch, Generations, never heard of, Days of Our Lives, which I think my mom used to watch, and then Young and the Restless. I had to, just for that. Then I got this on eBay for I think about $10. And that is Galaxy the Dimensional. Pretty dope. It's a small 7-inch one. I've listened to a synthwave channel or station on Pandora because I like Pandora over Spotify, and some of this plays on it. So as soon as I saw this, and I was like, wait, is this? And I double checked. I had to get it. $10. Gladly picked that up. Then we got a couple from Boys and Girls Club. These were like $2. We got Tommy Boy. This is Planet Patrol, right? Oh no, this is Cheap Thrills from Planet Patrol. So it's gonna be a little hard to see. $2. I'll leave this song linked down below if you want to check it out. Then we got this one, Fabrica. I'm Missing You. This is just basically 6 remix of the song. Again, I'll link this down below. I had to pick that up. I'm also a pretty big fan of The Sticks. Saw this, I was like, okay, I gotta get it. Again, it was like $2. So, also had to pick this up. The price tag says $7.99, but the lady only charged me $2 for it. And that's David Bowie and Mick Jagger, Dancing in the Street. Alright, next up, we got some books. Starting with this really awesome Return of the Jedi book. This was like 50 cents, which is pretty awesome. And it's like an original when Return of the Jedi came out. Trying to find the dates. It's on here somewhere. 83. It's going to be really hard to see. It's going to be a little blown out. But it's really cool. Return of the Jedi. I love Return of the Jedi. This is 83. So, pretty... Oh, it also says right there on the back. 83. Don't know if it'll focus, but 83. Then I picked up this Nintendo Power from a game store around here. I forget the name. Royal Empire. Royal Empire. N64, it was like 10 bucks. I was looking through it. You know, it has some awesome stuff. Then I flipped towards the back. It talks about Pokemon. And I was like, oh, that's cool. And do you see that Charmeleon? I thought that was just like a print on the thing. And I'm looking at it, I'm like, oh, that's cool. Then I realized, oh no, that's like an actual card. Here's the thing, I didn't have Nintendo Power growing up. Like, we might have had like an issue here or there. But yeah, it has a shadowless Charmeleon. I don't know how well it's gonna focus. Just there. Which I was like, oh, that's sick. Like, okay, cool. So I've been kind of on the lookout for other ones that have Pokemon cards in them. I found some that are supposed to, but they're missing the card. They did have another one that was supposed to have a Dark Persian, but the card was missing. But I don't know. I thought it was cool. Nintendo Power, this is like my second or third Nintendo Power. Not something I'm super nostalgic for, but I do enjoy them. Then at OMG Thrift, I found quite a few, 10 to be exact. Should have all 10 here. Magic School books. These were $1 a piece. I love me Magic School Bus, so I'm not going to do the whole thing. I'll just kind of do that so you guys can read it. Hopefully it's not upside down. It shouldn't be. But yeah, so anytime I see these, they had a stack of them. I went ahead, I grabbed them. So OMG Thrift is actually, their prices have gotten better. They're not where they used to be, but you can find some cheaper stuff there now, which is awesome. So 10 of these, 10 bucks. So not bad, not bad. Then at Goodwill, I found stacks. I didn't buy all of them. I left some because some of them had, or some of these bundles had books I already had, but these Goosebumps books, 4 of them for $6, not bad. I bought a whole stack. I bought 4 stacks, so 16 books. I have like 1 or 2 of these, which again, they're going to my friend Chris. He was looking for Goosebumps stuff like that. It's like, hey, I have extras. You can have these. But yeah, they're in really good shape. So it's weird that they did that. So they had these and other video games up front, which is super weird. But yeah, $6. Let me see, for a stack of 4. And I bought 4 stacks. So I thought that was a good deal. It's cheaper than this local bookstore that we have, which usually charges $4 or $5 a piece for just 1 book. So I was like, all right, yeah, I'll get it. So I'm going to take a small break from talking about some of the stuff that I picked up thrifting, which we still have a ton. A box of stuff that I bought from my friend Joe, and he gave me a really good deal. Starting things off with a box for a Sega Genesis Model 2 with the 6-pack. That included the 6-pack. I had the 6-pack game. I have this model Sega Genesis, so now I have it complete. I think it's just a box. It might be missing some of this stuff, but I don't know. I'm not going to take all that out. All this whole box that I'm going to show was a really good deal. There's some other stuff that I got from him. It's just kind of mixed in. Actually, one of them's over there. An N64 controller, then one of the games is in there. But yeah, now I have a box for a Sega Genesis, which is sweet. Then we got this Pac-Man glass, which is pretty dope. This from 1980. Pretty sick. We got a couple PC games. We got Amazon Trail 2. I love the first Amazon Trail. Then Amazon Trail 3, which I did not know that there's a third one. I've never played any of these. At school, we only had Amazon Trail, like the first one, and Zoo Beatings. And like some other like live book things, which I'll show you in a minute. But yeah, so awesome to have those. We got, this was one of the few Pack Attack toys that I was missing. So I got one of this, or got this. sealed, which is awesome. We got some manuals. We have San Francisco Rush for N64, which the game is in there. I'll show you guys that in a second. We have this really awesome Dragon Warriors 3 map. It's not in the best shape. It's a little beat up, but pretty sick. So it has all that. And it has all that on the back. So got that, which is pretty dope. We have this awesome old school Super Nintendo. Now you're playing with Superpower. Pretty sick. Then on the back, it actually has stuff for Nintendo Power. It has Batman, and it has Super Mario Bros. 3. It's pretty cool. Pretty awesome. We got the manual for Zexus, or Zexal, however you want to say it. I forget how to say it. But I love this game. If you've never played it, it's on NES. Definitely play it. And he threw this in for free, which I was like, oh, thanks, man. It's just this Sega Master System poster. It's pretty cool. And then on the back, it has a whole bunch of games and stuff. Again, he threw that in. He's like, yeah, you just have that. Which I thought was sick. It might not be in here. He also gave me a copy of Home Alone 2 for Game Boy, which I really enjoyed that game. Then, oh, it's actually in here. Here we go. Home Alone 2 for Game Boy. Because why not? Then we got this Burger King lunchbox. Pretty sick. It does come with the thermos. Then he also gave me this Power Rangers thermos. It was pretty sick. Pretty dope. Pretty dope. I'm just going to put that right back in there. He then gave me a couple of these dinosaur, McDonald's boxes, Happy Meal boxes, which are pretty sick. There's 2 of them. I did not have these, so I was like, okay, sure. Then, of course, like I said, San Francisco Rush N64, go with that manual. How to get that. Then some VHSs. Some really great ones. We have Power Rangers. We have some Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. This one I did not have. We have this one. Did not have. We have Turtles Awesome Easter. Did not have. Then we have Goof Troop. This is banding together. Goof Troop is an amazing cartoon. Really good game as well on Super Nintendo. We have Rugrats, which has Touchdown Tommy, Monster in the Garage, Let There Be Light, and then Inside Out Boy, which Pirates of Dark Water. Very underrated show. Very underrated. Then, last but not least, Turtles. I don't know if I already showed that one. But more Turtles. More Turtles. So, all that stuff, I only paid $90. I want to say it was 90, which is not a bad deal at all. So yeah, very excited to have all that stuff. So, speaking of VHSs, I have quite a few. Starting with, I don't know if I showed these. I don't think I did. But if I did, if I've showed these off before, my bad. We have Scooby-Doo. More Scooby-Doo. Then We Sing Sillyville. I feel like I did show this off because I think the lady, yeah, we talked about it being nightmare fuel. I remember talking about that, so I might have showed these ones off. But that's okay. Oh, son of a gun. I did not realize I had that already. All right, that's fine. Then we have Cartoon Network Cartoon Crack-Ups. I know I didn't show that off. So this has the Flintstones, Jetsons, Scooby-Doo, Huckleberry Hound, Yogi, Pixie and Dixie, and Top Cat. So pretty cool to have that. We have El Hazard 2. I used to have a bunch of these, but I was like, I don't really use them. Gave them to my friend Joe. So, pretty cool. Then, I grabbed a whole stack of Winnie the Pooh Because why not? Why not? Next stack I got at OMG Thrift, if I'm not mistaken. We got Matilda, because I did not have that, and it's a great movie if you've never seen it. I got Casper, A Spirited Beginning. Never saw that. This looks like it came out in 97, so interesting. Then we got Casper Meets Wendy. Hilary Duff. Gotta love that. Yeah, this is pretty good. It's not bad. Then we got Our Lips Are Sealed. Usually you find this in clamshell, so the fact that I found it in just one of the cardboard boxes, pretty cool. This looked really interesting. Squanto, A Warrior's Tale? I don't know. It looks good. I saw the trailer for it. Looked up the trailer. It looks pretty good. Then we have Man of the House. Great movie. Chevy Chase, JTT. Gotta get it. If you're like, oh, that's quite a bit, I got more. We have... Oh, don't fall. Magic in the Water. I looked it up. It says it's kind of like an E.T. type thing, but worse. Exciting. I love bad movies. Chuck Norris movie I've never heard of. Code of Silence. Never heard of it. It looks interesting, and it's Chuck Norris, so how to get that. A movie I'm really surprised I do not have, and that's Galaxy Quest. I love this movie. It is so funny. I remember actually the first time I saw this was at this weird church thing that my parents brought me to. I don't know. It was weird, but I remember we watched that. So I went to my parents. They recently moved, so they no longer live near like the Jericho or the Goodwill, but they have a ton of thrift stores by them. And I went, and the first one and the last one that we went to, I didn't find anything. But this third one, I found quite a bit. Got some VHSs, and then I got a game which I think is in my pile. We'll see. But yeah, it was all like $5, and some solid stuff that I don't have. Like Joe's Apartment, MTV's first movie. This is fantastic. Hilarious movie. Another Chuck Norris movie that I've never seen or heard of. That is Sidekicks. Sidekicks. It also has Joe, or no, not Joe. Jonathan Brandis. It's pretty cool. You have Twister 2, The Terror Continues. Fumbling with it a little bit. Yeah, pretty cool. Romancing the Stone. I don't know what happened to my copy. I picked it up. I've looked through all my boxes. I might have got rid of it on accident. But yeah, Romancing the Stone. I don't have this on VHS. I have it on DVD. And that's Wish Upon a Star. This movie is great. It's basically kind of like a Freaky Friday type movie. But they use a star. A shooting star. They wish. They switch bodies. Basic premise. But it's good. It's really good. And then, Beverly Hills Teens. Never heard of it. The artwork looked interesting. And it also says it's from rad to worse. So because it said rad, I had to buy it. But yeah, I looked up the intro. The intro is like pretty dope. Is this going to be good? I have no idea. I've not watched it yet, but I will. Then I also got this. I've never heard of this. Mystery Alaska. It's a hockey movie. It looks interesting. And it was also from Blockbuster at one point, which is pretty dope. But it has some pretty good actors in it. Burt Reynolds, Russell Crowe. Pretty dope. So it says, The Rocky of Hockey. Is it? I have no idea. This was from eBay. Again, I don't know if I showed this off. I feel like I didn't. But we have some pre-recorded VHSs. I've yet to check these out. These were relatively cheap. think I paid like $15 for it. It has Lord of the Rings, so this might just be like a recorded copy of that. The Princess Diana funeral. We have Monster Soup or Things That Are in My Neck. Hold on, what? I don't know what this says. But it's from '89. So thank you, Bob, for that. Because the person's name on it is Bob. And then we have TV movies. Going Away. Something Parties 1995. I don't know. I have not checked these out. I've had these for like 2 months. And I have not checked them out yet. So, again, these were pretty cheap. Speaking of cheap, something that I'm not going to pull out and show you guys is I got a CRT. Not a small one. It's a 20-inch Toshiba. Right? Yes, Toshiba. It's over here. It's just I'm not picking it up. I'm not going to show you guys. I found it at Boys and Girls Club. It was only $10. It came with the manual and the remote. So I was like, I was debating. I was like, do I want this? Should I buy it? Then I thought back to before I moved to Orlando. I went to Jericho and they had 3 or 4 Sony Trinitrons, like really nice Trinitrons. And then they're cheap, between $5 to like $10. And I was like, I don't have the room. Where am I going to put it? And at that time, I was selling a whole bunch of stuff because I was moving. I was like, I don't know. I'll think about it. And then that night, I was like, you know what? I'm gonna go get them. I go there the next day. All 3 of them were gone. And I was kicking myself ever since. So I saw this. I know this is a really good one. It has component, it has S-Video. It's a good CRT. It looks amazing and it sounds really good too. I was playing some Genesis on it and NES and N64, and I'm just like, it looks so good. Hooked up my VHS player, and I'm just like, oh, it looks so good. So good. Super excited to have that. Where am I going to put it? Right now, it's staying where it's at until I get a storage unit, because I'm going to need a storage unit to store a lot of this stuff. So next up is actually some PC stuff, which typically I don't buy PC stuff, but I saw this and I was like, you know what? I'm going to get it. I'm going to start off with this because I feel like this can be kind of craptastic and I'm so excited for it. That's this Memorex, a wireless RF 5000 keyboard and mouse. I didn't realize Memorex made keyboards and stuff. I was like, you know what? I'll get it. Why not? It was $6. It does come with everything. It was originally $30 at one point. But yeah, I had to buy it. It looked just so craptastic. And it's in really good shape. Like, I don't think there's hardly any yellowing to it. But it's on the back. Pretty awesome, I guess. I don't know. I don't know if it works or how well it works, but it's just one of those things where it's like, I saw it, I had to pick it up. Then, over here, we have 2 games. We have SimCity 3000, which I did not have. Then Diablo 2, which I just kind of looked. I realized I already have Diablo 2. I bought it must have been around the same time, didn't realize it. I probably thought I bought Diablo 1, but I think I already have Diablo 1. I don't know. But here we go. I have it. So, like I said, Diablo 2. Didn't realize I bought 2 copies of it. So, I'll reach out to some of my friends if they want the loose copy. But yeah, I've never actually played Diablo. Everyone said it's really good. I've just never played it. I wasn't a big PC guy. So, Diablo 2. Exciting to have 2 of them. This looked really cool. The Journeyman Project Turbo. I don't know. It looks interesting. $3. Boys and Girls Club. See, this is how their games are usually priced. So it's like, alright, I'll get that. Then we have Knights of the Old Republic 2. I played this and the first one a little bit at my friend Vlad's house. when I would go over there. So I was like, all right, I'll check that out. Ah, see, I did buy Diablo. So, Diablo. Then we have XCOM. What is this? XCOM Apocalypse. I've never really played any of the XCOM games, but again, if it's $1, I was like, you know what? I'll buy some PC stuff. This one looks kind of interesting. Dungeon Keeper Evil is good. I have no idea. I have no idea what type of game this is. I saw it, and I was like, you know what? I'll check it out. For $1, why not? We have Warhammer 40,000 Dawn of War Dark Crusade. I've never played any of the Warhammer games, and this one says you do not need the original Warhammer to play it. So I was like, okay, cool. I'll get that. We have Splinter Cell, Pandora Tomorrow. Pretty cool. Splinter Cell games are always really fun. I used to play them on Xbox. Again, when I went to my friend Vlad's house, he had an Xbox, we would play it. So I thought it was kind of fun. Then I got MISC 10th Anniversary DVD Edition. That's what it looks like. $4, OMG Thrift. I saw these. I had to get them. They're boxed. It's these Hurricane Amplified Speaker System. What did I pay for this? I paid $10 because it was in the box. At one point, these are $70. Computer Corner. Never heard of that. 70. There's a bunch of different brands with this same exact design. This just happens to be Hurricane. So if you look this up, you'll see other things. But it says 185 watts. Actually, might be kind of good. Oh, it also says compatibility, computer system, PC, Mac, sound card, or other audio port required. Game system, Sega Genesis, Nintendo, PlayStation, spaced out, and other game systems. Kind of cool. So I might have to check these out. Well, I am going to check them out, but might have to check it out with like a Genesis Model 1 or something like that. Then OMG Thrift, Microsoft Works. How to get that? From the Boys and Girls Club. I saw this and I was like, I gotta get it. Laptops. You can get it because it has labs on it. It's from 2000 and it has dates. This was $2. I was like, you know what? It's cute. It's adorable. It's from like 99, 2000. It literally says 99, then it says 2000 right there. And it has a calendar. So my birthday is November 25th. So in 2000, no, my birthday is not the 25th. It's 29th. What am I talking about? Would have been on a Wednesday. Kind of cool. I got this. I was like, all right, I'll get it. The last little bit of PC stuff. These three things are not PC. They're just cassettes. But I got this whole little thing, bag for $6 at Goodwill, I believe. Out of Goodwill. It came with 3 of these Moonbear Dreams. I don't know if it'll focus. Cassettes. I was like, okay. And they had this up for like 2 weeks, and I kept debating if I wanted to get it. I'm actually really happy that I got it. We have, I think this is another cassette, maybe? I'm not sure. But it mentions Scholastic Book Fairs, which is pretty sick. This is 3 cheers for the book fair chairperson, Ike. I don't know what this is. It's still sealed though, which I was like, okay, that's kind of cool. From 2002. But what really intrigued me was I saw these. So it's Muppet Kids like learning things, but they're still sealed, which is pretty cool. So there's that one. This one is open. It's My Baby Journal. Again, all for the PC. Muppet Kids. Again, still sealed. Another one, still sealed. Then I saw this, and I actually saw it today when I opened the bag, and I was like, okay, I'm happy that I bought this. Living Books in elementary school was amazing. So we didn't have like a ton of games. Like I said, we had Amazon Trail, and we had Zoom Beanies. Then we had a whole bunch of these living books. This one is just Grandma and Me, Little Critters. I love this one. So I shouldn't say me, I used to play this one all the time. It's basically an interactive book. It's going to be a little blown out. What's cool about it is it's brand new. It's still sealed. So for $6 to get all this, I was like, you know what? Put the cassettes. That's not a bad deal. Not bad at all. So pretty happy that I picked these up. Alright, now on to some video game stuff. So starting with this boxed Wii, which has a very interesting story. So this lady comes up to me while I'm at Goodwill. And she's like, excuse me. And I was looking at the DVDs and the CDs, games. And I thought I was in her way. I'm like, oh, sorry. And she was like, no, do you happen to know anything about like video game systems? I'm like, yeah, I know quite a bit. Why? What's up? She's like, well, I have this box Wii. And I don't know. It looks like it might be a good deal, but I don't know like if I should get it or not. And I was like, yeah, let me take a look. Opened it, or it had everything besides a Wiimote. And I was like, well, you can go to, there's Royal Empire or Cybertron video games. Probably get one, $20-25. And at $15, which is all this was, I was like, that's a really good deal. She's like, yeah, I like to buy things to sell them, but I don't know if I want to get it. I'm like, even if you get it at $15 and spend, $20-25 to buy like a Wiimote, it's still going to be a good deal. If you're trying to flip it, you probably get $75-100. That's not a bad deal. And she's like, well, I don't know if I want it. Do you want it? And I was thinking about it. I was like, I have a loose Wii at home. I don't know if I want this one. And I was just like, let me think about it. I was like, if you really don't want it, come find me. I'm gonna be here for a little bit. If you see me, I'll gladly take it. And I thought about it. I was like, it's boxed. It's $15. If she doesn't want it, I'll take it. Sure enough, 5 minutes later, she was like, hey, I'm just gonna put it on the shelf. If you want it, go grab it. I'm like, all right, cool. So I grabbed it. And then while I was looking at where like the bags of stuff are, they have stuff in bags hanging up along like the back wall. I found a loose Wii that they're asking $40 for. And I'm like, that's weird. And it was also missing the Wiimote and the sensor bar. I'm like, well, that's weird. So I'm wondering if someone maybe messed up on the pricing of this. But I got it. It's currently empty at the moment because I was messing with it. Plugged it in, put it in a disc. Sure enough, it works. Not only does it work, it also has the homebrew channel with a whole bunch of games. I'm pretty sure it has every Super Nintendo and every NES game on it. So I was like, okay, I'm pretty happy that I picked this up. So now I have a boxed Wii, the loose Wii that I have that I bought years and years ago. I'll see if maybe my parents want that, or if I have to, I will. Again, if I doubles of something to recoup some of my money, maybe I will sell it on eBay. I don't know, but I'll see if I can give it away first, or see if someone wants it first. But yeah, boxed Wii, pretty sick. $15, can't really beat that. This game actually came in, I shouldn't say it's a game, it's just a box. Came in yesterday, so that's why I was like, I should probably put off this video. I had this boxed. A good friend of mine gave it to me, but like I said, when I was moving to Orlando, I sold 98% of my gaming stuff because I was just like, I'm not going to have the room. And that is Pokemon Trading Card Game for Game Boy. This is just the box. It's in pretty good shape. It has a little crease right here. And it also came with the Meowth card, which is pretty sick. The Meowth card, I'm not going to take it out. It's in really rough shape, but this box, for one, I love this game. Two, I got it cheap. It was like $40. Next, this was listed as for parts, and that is a PS1 screen. Now, I was taking a risk, but I was like, you know what? These things are usually pretty solid. I don't see too many of them break. Like, usually it's the backlight that kind of messes up. This is kind of dirty. You know what? I'll take a chance on it for 50, and I bought it. Sure enough, it works just fine. So it looks great, sounds great. I did notice that if you have a third party, like one of those Tomy or one of those old school PS1, like PS1, not PlayStation 1, but PS1 adapters, power adapters, this will not work. I don't know why. Because when I use an official one, I think the wattage, or one of the specs are just off. You'll get audio, but you won't get video. So when I first tested it, there was no picture, but there was audio. I'm like, that's really weird. Then I was like, oh, wait, I have a box PS1. Let me grab the charger from that. Sure enough, plugged it in. It works just fine. So if you ever have one of these, if you're using a third-party PlayStation 1 power adapter, get a first-party one and try it. It'll most likely work. So pretty cool. 50 bucks. Not bad. I'll show these off. There's some PS2 games that I got at OMG Thrift. $6 a piece. I thought it was a good deal. Grand Theft Auto San Andreas, which I surprisingly do not have. Spyro, A Hero's Tale. These are all complete, by the way, which I never played. Never played that one. Then Spyro, The Eternal Nights. $6 for each of them. So not bad. I got this and a couple other things, I think, at the same time. But yeah, pretty good. Pretty good. Good games. Now, I forget when this was, but Cybertron was having a deal. Buy two, get one free. And I wanted some PS4 games. There's certain ones that I was looking for. I was like, if they ever go on sale, maybe I'll buy it. Like Final Fantasy VII Remake. So I went ahead, I bought that. That was $25. Then I got Spider-Man, which I have yet to play. And then Dragon Ball Z Kakarot, which I played the demo on my Switch, and it's pretty good. So I got this for free, paid 50 bucks for those, so not a bad deal. I got this one at the Goodwill that I got the Wii at, and that is Marvel Nemesis Rise of the Imperfects. PS2, $2. I don't know, seems cool. Got this at the Hidden Goodwill. Pro Skater 3, Tony Hawk Pro Skater 3, $2. I was surprised this was listed like that. Missing manual, greatest hits, but I surprisingly do not have this one. I have it on PS1, but not PS2. So went ahead and I grabbed that. Then I got this from eBay. It was cheap. I think I paid like 10 for it. I'm not sure. Monster Hunter 3 Ultimates for the Wii U. I have a Wii U. I actually have it hooked up right here to my computer monitor. So I do play that every so often. But pretty cool. Pretty sick. Then at Boys and Girls Club, again, this was months ago. I got Terraria? I don't know. I played this once. I didn't like it. Then I got rid of it. But this was, I think, like $3, $4. I was like, you know what? Or no, I didn't get it from there. I got it from Goodwill because there's no price. Then from my friend Joe, I got Resident Evil 2 on 64. I got this and an N64 controller for 40 bucks from him, which I thought was a pretty good deal. The 64 controller needs a new joystick, which pretty common, super easy to fix. So not a bad deal. Not a bad deal. I also got this from eBay. It's listed as for parts, not working. And I love when this happens. I got this Jungle Green N64. Really good shape. Really good shape. It had no jumper pack. It said it powers on, no audio, no video. No jumper pack. I had a spare expansion pack. So I was like, you know what? I'll buy it. And I think it was missing... it was also missing the cover. But I bought just third-party one, which matches really well. You can't even tell. 50 bucks is what I paid for this. So super excited to have this. Now I have this. My great one, which I don't know what's going on, but within like 2 minutes, any game that I play freezes. So it's having some issues. I don't know if it needs recapped. If you made it into this video, if you're this far along in the video, if you know why an N64 might freeze. I've tried different expansion packs. I've tried different jumper packs, different cables, power supplies, controllers, cleaned the games. I tried like 10 games. Within 5 to 10 minutes, it just freezes. So I'm not sure what's happening. Maybe I have to recap it. I'm not sure. I'll see if maybe that's something Cybertron can look into, but if not, I'll have to get a new motherboard or get a new motherboard and do something. I'm not sure. But this, I did also, it won't be here until Tuesday. I didn't really think I was going to win the auction, but I'm actually glad that I did. I got a Watermelon N64 in the box, Japanese version, for $150. It looks like this. Box isn't in the best shape, but it's a box, fantastic N64, $150. Like, yeah, of course I'm gonna get that. Next, from Goodwill, this was like $2 or $3, I think. It's a little Pac-Man. It's like a Tiger handheld type thing. It's not the best, but I was like, you know what? It's kind of cool. I'll put it with the rest of my little mini arcade things. And then I got this from Royal Empire Gaming. Same day I got my Nintendo Power. And that is Dinosaurs for Hire. There's $30. Sega Genesis. I saw reviews on it and it looks really fun. And I was like, you know what? 30 is about what it goes for. Maybe let me look at Cybertron and see if they have it. They did not. So I went ahead, I got it. I played it like a handful of times. It's so much fun. The music, the gameplay, and the blast. If you've never played this, I highly recommend it. It's super, just amazing, fantastic. I love it. Then at Cybertron, I got Tailspin on the Genesis. It's missing the manual. Yeah, missing the manual. But here's the thing. I think this is a fun game. This game usually gets like a bad rep. I know the NES one does. But it's a fun game. Like, I enjoy it. I enjoy the music. Super fun. Enjoyable. At least for me. Now for some N64 games. Like I said, I did find Banjo-Kazooie and Ocarina of Time at Boys and Girls Club. These were, I think, around $5 a piece. And I was like, okay, yeah, I'll grab that. Which, again, for Boys and Girls Club is not abnormal. They usually have games priced around that point. Maybe $10 at most. Like when I bought, like 2 years ago, I bought a whole stack of Super Nintendo games. They're under $10, I want to say. So I saw these, it's like, of course, like I'm gonna buy them. I actually did not have the gray cart. I had the gold cart, but I did not have the gray one. So I got that. Then, like I said, Banjo-Kazooie I already had, but it was super clean. One of my buddies, he was looking for it. So I was like, you know what? I'll pick it up for him. Sold it to him for what I paid for it. Then I got Ogre Battle 64. This game, I've been wanting for a very long time. And Cybertron actually had the Japanese version for only $10. Which I was like, ooh, maybe I'll get it. I ended up getting this, like, the next day on eBay. For way cheaper than what I usually see. I think I paid like $60. I might be wrong. And it's legit. Like, I checked it out. Label's good. Super excited to play this. I have not played it yet. So, like I said, I went to go play it, but then my great N64 is freezing. So I don't know what's going on with that. So, yeah. More N64 games to add to the collection. Shining Pearl for the Switch, which I've been playing Brilliant Diamond, and I think it's really fun. I like it. Panzer Dragoon, which is pretty sick. They actually have 2 copies of Panzer Dragoon Saga. They're $1,000 a piece, though. So I'm like, all right, nope, I'm good. Star Ocean, the second story of R. I've been wanting to play this. Been wanting to. So I was like, okay. I saw this, and I was like, you know what? I'll get it. That's Castlevania Requiem. It has Symphony of the Night and Rondo of Blood. Which, I had Symphony of the Night. Got it from GameStop way back, like years and years ago. Which I made a video of. Unfortunately, I didn't realize it until after the return window. The game didn't work. You hold it up to the light, and you can see like some small pinholes. So mad. I was like, oh, damn it. All right, whatever. But yeah, so this is PS4. It's a limited run thing. This is not sale. I didn't pay $40 for it. I know I paid way less than that. But yeah, super excited to have that because I've been wanting to check out Symphony of the Night again. Because I had the demo for it on my 360, which I think I still buy for the 360. But I'd rather have it on PlayStation. And I've been wanting to check out Rondo of Blood as well. So, pretty cool. Then, at the thrift store that I went to when I went to my parents, I got Devil May Cry 3. Never played it. I don't think I played any of the Devil May Cry games. But, it ended up being like $1. So, I was like, alright, I'll buy it. I will buy it. I also picked up a PS2 controller. It's actually in really good shape. No rattles or anything. It was $6. And I was like, you know what? To have a spare PS2 controller, I'll get it. $6. Good shape. It looks like it's going to work. It's dusty. It's a little dirty. But it looks like it should work. Then, last but not least, got this at Goodwill. I definitely paid a little more than what I would like to because I just find these, I don't want to say all the time, but I used to see them pretty often for pretty cheap. And I got a Super Nintendo. It's very yellowed. Top is fine. The little expansion port cover is fine. It's yellowed. It's in pretty decent shape. Only 2 small little cracks. This was $100. Now, before you go, whoa, $100? That's way overpriced. It also came with 2 games, 2 controllers, and the hookups. So, I was debating if I wanted to buy this or not. So, what I did, I went to Cybertron, local video game store. They had ones that were in worse shape. For the same price, 1 controller, no games, $100. I was like, you know what? I don't come across these. I don't own an actual Super Nintendo anymore. I did, but again, when I moved, I sold all my gaming stuff for the most part. Like a box signed 64. The cleanest Super Nintendo you'll ever see in your life. Like, there was this color on the whole thing. It was sparkly. It looked brand new. So I was like, you know what? It's not in bad shape. $100. Okay, I'll grab that. So I grabbed that. Like I said, it came with 2 controllers, which are in pretty good shape. Little dirty, but they're in good shape. Oh, I lied. There is one more thing. Power adapter, first party power adapter. And then the 2 games, nothing to write home about, but they're games. Home Alone 2, Lost in New York. And then Street Fighter 2 Turbo. So these are really clean. I do already have Street Fighter 2 Turbo, I believe. I'm going to double check. If I do, obviously, one of the copies, whichever one is in better shape, I'll keep. The other one, I'll probably like trade in or something, or maybe trade it to somebody. But yeah, all that for $100. Is that the best deal ever? No. But again, I don't have an actual Super Nintendo, so I was like, you know what? I'll go ahead. I'll buy it. Well, that's going to do it for this pickup video. Like I said, very long video. Hopefully you guys enjoyed it. Hopefully you guys didn't get too bored. But let me know in the comments down below, what did you guys pick up? Have you picked up anything recently? And what are your thoughts on thrift stores overpricing games? For me, like I said, it's always sad to see when a thrift store that usually has cheap prices jacks up their prices. It's always sad to see. But it happens. Again, thank you guys so much for watching. Stay rad. I'll see you guys next time. Peace.